So I lost 20 pounds in the past 2 months, and I didn't do it by having crazy diets or being in the gym for hours at a time. I did two key things: tracked my calories and walked 10,000 steps. The frustration is that before I got to a point where I was tracking my food and getting my steps, I had tried multiple other things. And my weight was just stuck for months. I lost 20 pounds kind of early on, and then it didn't move for a couple months. And I really thought that I was doing enough to lose the weight that I wanted to lose, and I just wasn't getting the results. So the effort wasn't equaling the results, which makes it very hard to continue with something when you are trying to lose a lot of weight. What I tried is OMAD. I tried fasting. I tried Atkins. If you don't know what OMAD is, it's one meal a day, and you focus on intermittent fasting throughout the rest of the day. And I still didn't see a ton of progress. If anything, I was messing with my digestive system a lot because I was switching back and forth between diets, high carb, low carb, and was all over the place. And it just didn't feel good. So the turning point came in February. After January, I was getting to the point where I was exercising a lot, and I ran a mile without stopping. I ran 2 miles without stopping. So I felt really good activity wise, but I still wasn't seeing a lot of change in my weight. And I got really frustrated, and I said, okay, there's something that I need to focus on that I've been ignoring for a long time, and that was tracking my food. So I decided that I wanted to track my food for 30 days or 28 days in February, and I wanted to honestly track. I didn't want to restrict myself, but I did want to stay under a calorie goal. So I decided that since I had ignored that for so long, that's what I was going to focus on. So February was my goal was to track for 90% of the month, and I ended up with 26 of 28 days, the Super Bowl being one of those days I did not track. And at that point, everything kind of changed for me. So I realized that I was eating more than what I thought, and I was eating macros that didn't make sense for weight loss. I was eating a lot of fat and a lot of carbs and really not eating enough protein to keep up. And it really just exposed more of the truth that I was eating some good things, but I was eating a lot of the bad things. And that just wasn't helping me lose the weight that I wanted. So I sat down and decided I wanted to really figure out my diet. And I had always known that, you know, energy out, energy in. I knew the thermodynamics of it, but I really didn't know what that meant for me. So I went and got a TDEE calculator. I searched it online, put in all my stuff, and it said that at a sedentary rate, my body burns about 2,900 calories without any extra activity. So I decided, okay, if I didn't want to focus on activity this month and I just wanted to focus on my diet, if I went down to 2,500 calories a day, that would give me a daily deficit of 400 calories. It takes 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. So I knew that I needed somewhere around, it would take me around 9 days to lose a pound, and I was okay with that. It's simple enough, and it was a long term plan, and I really didn't want to focus on the scale. So I just wanted to focus on tracking, but I wanted a calorie deficit so that I could see that I was eventually going to lose weight. So I started on this process of tracking my food daily, and really is a simple deficit is all it was. And I ate foods like eggs, chicken, beef, ground turkey, potatoes, salad. I didn't really restrict myself on what I ate as long as it was under that 2,500 calories. And yesterday was a key example of that. I got to about 7 o'clock at night, and I still had about 400 calories left, and I wanted a treat. So I went to the gas station and got a bag of M&Ms, just a single bag of M&Ms, and it didn't kill me. I wasn't feeling guilty about it, but it fit into my calories, so I was okay with it. And then after that month went by and I found out kind of what was going on, I lost 8 pounds from that. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to build off of this. I'm going to continue tracking my diet, but I'm going to add in 10,000 steps a day. Now that 10,000 a day is just a number that I put out there because I had seen a lot about that. So I decided, hey, let's use this arbitrary number and go from there. So 10,000 steps a day it was for the month of March. So I'm 26 days in and I haven't missed a day yet. And really, how I get my steps in is just the daily life, walking around the house, taking care of things, picking up the kids from school, taking them out to do things on nice days, walking at their practices if I'm coaching. I just tried to make it a something I could do consistently, and I had to get it done. So tracking became something I had to do after February. March, I had to do my 10,000 steps. And there's been days where I don't get it until 11 o'clock at night. It's just part of it. I want to make it a guaranteed thing that will happen because that's part of this building up a system where I can lose the weight I want to. And really, what I found is that consistency over intensity is helping me a ton because I don't hurt a lot. I can do it every day. It's not that hard. It's a very simple process. So, 10,000 steps in March and tracking my food since February. The goal or the goal so far, the result so far, is I'm down 20 pounds in 2 months. And I still have about 5 days left of March here. So I focused on the process more than the scale, and that has helped me lose the weight that I wanted to lose. And I've lost it fairly quick. 20 pounds in 2 months is 10 pounds a month. Prior to February, I lost 20 pounds in 4 months or 5 months. So what surprised me about all of this is it's really simple. Eat less, move more. Like you think it's almost oversimplified, but I now have the data to show that those two things, tracking your food and walking 10,000 steps, helped me lose quite a bit of weight. What I'm not doing is I'm not doing extreme diets. I'm not doing long workouts. I'm not restricting myself because I want to build something that I can do for the rest of my life. So I'm building sustainability versus building for right now. And I think that's the best way to go about this. I'm not worried about the scale. I like seeing the scale go down, but I'm not focused daily on what the scale is going to be tomorrow. I'm focused on, did I get my calories? Did I get my steps? So my advice, if you're somebody that has over 100 pounds to lose, I would recommend honestly tracking for 30 days or a whole month, whatever it is. Start at the first day of the month, go to the last day of the month, and track everything you eat that has calories until that point. If you don't know if something has calories or you don't know what those calories are, ask ChatGPT, look it up online, find a way to track everything that has calories in your diet for 30 days and see what happens. Step on the scale at the first day and step on the scale at the last day and see, did your weight go down? Then look at the calories that you've taken and say, does this match up? Go to the TDEE calculator and see how much you burn. If you burn, 3,000, but you're eating 3,100, you're going to gain weight. So you have to know those reference points to see, am I eating what I should? Am I eating enough to lose the weight that I want? I recommend not trying to lose more than 2 pounds a week. If you shoot for 2 pounds a week, that's roughly a 7,000 calorie deficit. That's a big deficit. And if you're not used to limiting your calories, it can be kind of tough those first couple weeks to figure out, how do I make this work? But you can do it. This is the best way to get started because I think anybody that's over 100 pounds, this will significantly change their confidence because they'll see, okay, hey, I can do something I said I was going to do, and it worked out for me in the long run too. So I don't feel like I'm stuck anymore. That 20 pounds in 2 months makes me feel really strong about what I'm doing. I'm going to push the envelope next month and start lifting and walking more. More in control than I've been in a long time. I feel better about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So what's next for me? My goal is in the next 100 days, I want to lose 30 pounds. Now, if I don't hit that 30 pounds, I'm not worried about it. It's more so I want to put the things into play to get me to 30 pounds lost before my 39th birthday. I would love to be under 300 pounds by that point. So I'm going to have to lift 3 times a week. I'm going to have to walk more steps, and I'm going to keep my diet the way that it is. I just want the consistency of those things. And I've done 30 days at a time. I've now done 60 days of food tracking. I think the next logical step is a 100-day consistency. So if you are on a similar journey, I would love if you could subscribe and follow along, follow my journey. If you're looking to start your own journey, please reach out to me and ask any questions that you have. I'm here just sharing my everything in real time because I want to show more people that it's possible to lose the weight without the medicines, without the crazy diets, just a simple plan that they can put in place.